Hello, everybody. We have those two words. We have heritage and we have new interpretation. So that's what I want to start with. My name is Marion Schneider. And here is a little overview what I'm talking about. So the spa tradition starts very early with the people finding hot water they will bathe. And really, tradition comes from Greece, where with Asclepius we had water used for healing and for cleansing and for connecting with God. We have then the hammam and the Roman bath coming. The Romans, they started to introduce hot water for cleansing and gathering already 200 before our Christian time. And now we see here the word tourism. Because with the spa tradition in Europe, we had the beginning of really major tourism. The German poet Goethe, the famous one, he visited Marienbad, Marianske Lajne a lot, and other spas, and also in Italy, in France, the spa tradition started to become important and was the main focus of tourism, the first real tourism. What is the new interpretation? The new interpretation, in my view, started with the end of the Second World War. We needed the hot springs or the spa towns for other different use because we had so many veterans and wounded people, and they needed to start to work again. And so the business of rehabilitation to recover and become part of the workforce started. So the new interpretation of thermalism also then in the 80s started with the fitness industry, the spa industry, and the wellness industry. It was really from one to the other. First it was just to be fit and then to be a spa. And I remember the discussions if spa needs water. In America, there was the opinion that spa is a spa without water. And we from Europe, we said, we can't do that. And over the time, especially when Obama took power, the word wellness became rather the embracement of all the industry because spa was also too much connected to ladies and one wanted also the men to include. So now I come to my point of view, liquid sound. We started this in 1993 in East Germany when we said there is nothing in our spa town, we need to give something to our patients. We were a rehabilitation clinic, and so we installed an installation. You listen to music underwater, and you have light around you, and all this together gives you a sort of a forgetting of your everyday life. And the first professional installation started here in Bad Sulza with the Toskana Therme. And many ask why Toscana, because this region, the landscape looks a little bit like Toscana. And so we named it after that, because people know what Toscana is. What are the elements? You listen to music, have the water is salty, and so you can float. And very soon the people started to carry one another also in the water and started to understand the flotation effect is something very good for them, and this is liquid bodywork connected is our unique selling proposition treatment also. You have the chance to really surrender yourself to the therapist, and if the therapist notices that you are really relaxed, then you get a nose clip and you can even get underwater and really stay there for quite a while, like in the mother's womb. This is very special. So now I'm supposed to be quick. Just a short, brief view of the 3 of our locations. That was the first one in 1999. And here you see we have a stage where we can have DJs or live music, and people bathe and have a look at it. So this is in Bad Schandau. After the big flood, we took it over and we said, but we need a liquid sound if we should start with the operation. And so they built a cupola. I will come to this topic later. And now in Bad Orb, this was in 2010 that we opened it. This is fully our architecture again. And you see, we also have a stage here for people to watch live events. And what we thought that it would be only for elderly people, no. Families were coming, a lot of siblings were brought, and they liked to listen to music underwater, so we have real full event. All different generations are here, and a lot of young people for the live events. That's my last slide. I want to introduce you to this new idea of the cupola, which we have in the Liquid Sound Dome. This cupola is in a planetarium installed, and we have learned how to play films in the planetarium ceiling. And so this is 360 degrees, and you can then experience new sort of images which you never had before. And so we have started this full dome in Jena. Jena is very close to Bad Sulza, was the first planetarium, and next year it has its 100-year anniversary. So in Jena we use this planetarium for the full dome event, and we have in long terms the idea that you float in water, have the cupola around, and you can use all those full domes films which were produced over the last 20 years also in the liquid sound experience. This would be the top of the top. So this is what I wanted to show to you. You see here the people are sitting in the planetarium, and around them is this image. You can have films, but you also can have just colors and light and music, and this is very, very relaxing. So, thank you for your attention. This was my presentation.